Why you should report your progress on your project publicly, coming up. Hey guys, it's Travis Vroman here with Indie Game Dev tip number 8. Why you should report your progress publicly. Now this is a topic that I get asked about quite often, is why I'm making my stuff open source. And really, there's a few reasons for that. First off, I have no reason not to make it open source. There's nothing that I'm trying to hide. My code isn't so spectacular that I don't want to share it with anybody because it's so perfect and whatnot. That doesn't really exist, and I'm actually going to make another video talking about that subject. But there's nothing overly special about my project that I can't report it publicly. It's not like I have some NDA to uphold or something like that, like I do at my full-time job. So another reason is I've always found it to be helpful to look through open source projects to get an idea of how another developer's mindset sort of led to the development of whatever project it is I'm looking at. So it's always good to have examples on an implementation of something when you're trying to figure out how you want to write something or how you want to approach something. Having that reference material can be invaluable. And of course, throughout the years, as I was teaching myself to program, I looked at a lot of open source code, and that helped me a lot to understand what was going on, how certain programmers approach things, what to do, what not to do, those kind of things. And I figure my posting my work open source is sort of a way to give back to the community and maybe sort of pass it forward. And I figure maybe it will help somebody else down the road who's trying to learn programming or learn game development. It'll provide an example for them to look at. It's having that sort of open source stuff to use as a reference could be invaluable, especially for somebody, not only really somebody that's just getting started in the industry, but even industry veterans who have been doing this forever. I mean, I've been developing games for over 10 years, and professionally I've been developing them, only for a few years now. But even outside game development in general, I've been writing code for almost 20 years now. And most of how I learned that code is most of how I learned to code, rather, was by looking at other examples to see how other people tackled certain problems. So I figured this is a nice way for me to give back. But the other reason that I go public with my progress on projects is accountability. So accountability can be a great motivator when you're trying to finish a project. And I'm going to talk about this more in depth later, but basically the idea is that if you report publicly, you're making yourself accountable to deliver what you promised to deliver online. So in other words, if I go online and I say, if I post on my Twitter account and my YouTube channel and whatnot, that I'm going to release a game February 2nd, then that game damn well better be ready February 2nd to be released. Because if not, that can affect my reputation as far as, releasing products not only completed but on time. It's a credibility issue, in other words. So I don't want to be less credible. I want to maintain that credibility. In order to do that, I have to deliver what I promised. So credibility and accountability are fantastic motivators to get you to complete a project. Whereas if you weren't reporting it publicly and you were just kind of doing it on your own machine, whatever, there's no really deadlines set. It's not real. It's not something that is tangible, I guess you could say. If it winds up getting pushed back, a week, 2 weeks, 6 months, a year, 10 years, whatever. Nobody really cares because nobody really knows about it except you. The only one that might be disappointed by that is you. Whereas, if you make the promise to your friends, your coworkers, all your followers on social media that you're going to be releasing something at a specific time and you don't release that, that is a whole lot worse than just, you're disappointing a lot more people than just yourself. So yeah, really, that's my reasons for reporting progress publicly. You should definitely do the same, and you should start doing it right from the beginning of your career. It's something that I sort of had to learn the hard way, and I'm hoping to be able to prevent somebody who might watch this video from having to learn this the hard way too. Report your progress early, publicly, and often. And make yourself accountable for achieving a goal, and you will actually achieve those goals because you actually have motivation to drive you to do so. So yeah, that's really it. Report your progress publicly. It'll help you give back to the community, and it will make you accountable and make you have the drive to finish your products and deliver them on a schedule. So that's really all I've got on this topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.